This is Nathan Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 691 Paige Lane, Thousand Oaks, California, 91360. Today is Friday, December 22nd, 2023, and we are performing a video sewer and waistline inspection through an 1.5-inch waistline clean out in the garage right behind the washer and dryer. This is our washer and dryer area. This is our garage. That's our side door. That's our garage door to our kitchen there. And this is our 1.5-inch clean out. And we're going to put our camera head monitor at the tip of the clean out and zero out our monitor here, our camera head here. And we're going to begin our video sewer and waistline inspection. So we're just going to pause our mic here and begin to push out. And it appears that we are in cast iron waistline. So we're just going to continue to push out. And there is some buildup and scaling. Definitely some lumps and bumps there in the cast iron. So we're just going to continue to push out, try to get past all this build up here. Very difficult, so we're just going to pause our mic here for a moment. And it appears that we dropped into, here's our main. We do have the kitchen running to get our line a little bit lubed up. So we're just going to continue to push out. We're going to pause our mic, or we're actually going to pause here and locate. Okay, we did go ahead and try to locate this area, and we are on the other side of the garage wall in the floor area where you walk to the front door. And you can see here we are definitely restricted, and we are unable to get past this point here in the cast iron. You can see there, and the cast iron is definitely corroded and restricted. So we're just going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we did go ahead and locate this area, and this is approximately 13 feet 1 inches on our camera monitor, and we did locate this outside our front door area. And you can see there that when we pull back, it is definitely, the cast iron is definitely heavily restricted and corroded there, and I was unable to get past that point there. So we're just going to continue to pull back, and you can see there is a lot of buildup and scaling, excuse me. No. And scaling.
There's like 3 cases of that for.
So as we pull back, you can see there's some scaling and build up. Definitely period. Cast iron definitely has a lot of corrosion. And we would be able to run a picote tool there and maybe get this cleaned out. So we're just going to continue to pull back, and we're going to try to relocate ourselves. We did go ahead and find another 1.5-inch clean out on the exterior of the house on the left hand side underneath the table by the kitchen. So we're going to pause here for a moment, and we're just going to relocate ourselves. Okay, we did go ahead and relocate ourselves outside the kitchen window. This is our kitchen on the left hand side. This is the kitchen window, and this is the 1.5-inch clean out right next to the gas meter on the left hand side of the house. And we are running our micro mini cam. This is an 1.5-inch clean out, so we're just gonna place our camera head at the top of the clean out and zero out and begin our video sewer waistline inspection. And we're just going to try to get to the front of the property and hopefully locate a mainline clean out, or maybe possibly a good spot for a mainline clean out. So we're just going to continue to push out. And it appears that we are in black ABS waistline, so we're just going to continue to push out, and then it appears that we transition. Oh, we're still into black ABS waistline. Then it appears very hard to tell if we are transitioning into cast iron. There's a lot of buildup and debris here, so we're just going to continue to push out. You can see here a lot of buildup and debris. So we're just going to continue to push out. You can see here it's all the debris build up. It is holding back water. Just going to continue to push out. Very hard to tell, so we're going to pause here and locate. Okay, we did go ahead and locate this area, and we are approximately right in front of the master bathroom, still inside the house, and this is still waistline. And as we were walking around the house more, we did go ahead and locate a mainline clean out, a 3-inch mainline clean out on the right hand side, just outside of the master bathroom. Outside on the right hand side, there's it appears to be a white PVC mainline clean out. So we are going to relocate ourselves, and we're just going to begin to pull back and take a good look at this waistline. So we're going to begin to pull back, and you can see here it's just built up and definitely holding some water. So we're actually going to pause here for a moment. Okay, so we did go ahead and pull out of our 1.5" clean out, and there was definitely a lot of scaling and buildup in the waistline there. So we are going to change cameras and relocate ourselves to the right hand side of the house, where we found a 3" mainline clean out buried. So we're just going to pause our video here and relocate. Okay, so we did go ahead and relocate ourselves to the right hand side of the house, and we did change cameras. This is our big camera here, and we did locate this 3" clean waistline clean out, excuse me, sewer line clean out on the exterior of the house. And we did run the waistline, and we were able to run the waistline to a point to where we were able to find this. So we're just going to place our camera head monitor here at the top of the clean out and zero out. And it appears that we are in a white PVC pipe. Very hard to tell. So we're just going to continue to push out. And you can see here that this is our tie-in from the master bathroom right here. So we're just gonna continue, and this is gonna be the main for the whole house, because we did run the laundry room and we ran the far side of the kitchen, and it brought us over to this side of the house, so we were able to find the clean out. So we're just gonna continue to push out. And it appears that we are in white PVC sewer line. So we're just going to continue to push out. Try to reach our city sewer tie-in. And that joint seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. So we're just going to continue to push out. And that joint seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. And we're just going to continue to push out. And we're going to make a little bit of a turn. And appears that we tie into another tie-in connection. And then we transition directly into what appears to be vitreous clay. This is going to be our property line to lateral transition. So we're just going to continue to push out. Take a good look at the vitreous clay. We're going to just try to push all the way out to our city sewer tie-in. And then we could take a better look on the way back. Very difficult. We got a little bit of debris on our camera monitor and no water running right now. So we're just going to continue to push out. A little bit of a turn, and which it appears to be our city sewer tie-in here, and this appears to be our city sewer. So we're actually going to pause here for a moment, and we're going to locate this area. Okay, we did go ahead and locate this, and it was in the middle of the street. It was very hard, very difficult to get a depth reading because it was very deep. So we're gonna have to look on and see if we can look up the actual depth. But we did reach our city sewer tie-in, and that is our city sewer tie-in here. And you can see that the city sewer is actually holding a little bit of water there. You can see there, but it looks like it's just that from that offset right there in the city sewer. But this is our saddle. Our saddle seems to be in fair and maintainable condition there. So we're just going to continue to pull back. And we are in vitreous clay. So we're just going to continue to pull back. That joint seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. We're actually going to push out a little bit and try to clean our camera head again. Seems that we got a little bit of debris on it. And that's a little bit better. So we're just going to continue to pull back. And you can see that joint seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. As well as that joint. No major offsets or root intrusions. And that joint seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. It's kind of hard to tell. But it seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. So we're just going to continue to pull back. And that joint seems to be we're actually going to pause here and try to run some water so you can get a better look. Our camera head keeps on getting dirty, so we're going to try to run some water so we can keep it clean. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we did go ahead and get some water running, and we are running water in our kitchen to keep our camera head clean. So we're just going to wait for the water to catch up to us, and we're going to begin to pull back from there. Alright, we're just going to continue to pull back. That joint seemed to be in fair and maintainable condition. And we are still in vitreous clay sewer line. And that joint seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. As well as that joint seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. No major root intrusions or offsets. And make a little bit of a turn, and you can see here we transition from vitreous clay into white PVC. That is our test tee there. It's holding a little bit of water, but nothing too major. So from that little bit of an offset from the transition there. So we're just going to continue to pull back, and we are in white PVC sewer line, And white PVC sewer line seems to be all in fair and maintainable condition at this time. So we're just going to continue to pull back. And I'm just going to continue to pull back. And all the joints in the white PVC seem to be in fair and maintainable condition. No root intrusions. Everything seems to be flowing. And we're going to make a little bit of a turn here. And you can see here, this is the exiting for the waste line for the whole house. And we are running the kitchen on the far left hand side, and you can see here and it is exiting. So we're just going to come up and out of our clean out, and that will conclude our video sewer and waste line inspection.